Okay, moving on. And as the Christmas and holiday period approaches, we prepare to spend time with family and eat plenty of great food, as we know. But it's not the case for everyone. Alyx Stewart is a cancer survivor and knows exactly how hard this period can be for many. And Alyx joins us once again in the Ticker studio, which is great to see. Welcome to you. How are you?
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get into this. First, maybe just tell us, how difficult is this period for cancer survivors, people going through cancer at the moment, in terms of the food that they can eat?
Well, it's pretty horrendous for a lot of people because with life-saving treatment often brings debilitating side effects like nausea, sore mouth and loss of appetite, and it can wreak absolute havoc on the taste buds. So people just cannot enjoy this period of time. They can't partake in the social aspects either, and they can't maintain their nourishment.
Yeah, so it would be stressful, I imagine, leading in. I mean, it's stressful for anyone in a way, but is there extra stress at the end of the year?
There is definitely extra stress at the end of the year because you're feeling pressurised to go into Christmas and partake in the Christmas meal with everybody else, when you can't necessarily do that as easily.
Yeah, totally. So how can people make it more appealing? What are you doing and what are other people doing to make it a more enjoyable experience?
Okay, what people need to do and what we do is we show people how they can adapt and change the food so it suits their side effects rather than fighting against it.
Right.
So we can change things like the consistency of the Christmas veg, have them mashed instead, have lots of gravies with them so they're hydrating and moisturising for the throat and a sore mouth.
Right.
Things like a chicken noodle soup, you can make that in small pieces, you can blend it for trouble swallowing it, or you can just have the broth for nausea. There's so many things that can be done.
Yep.
You've got chunky puddings that people often have at this time of the year. Swap it out for a Christmas spice panna cotta instead, something smooth.
Right, and the opposite, what are some areas that we shouldn't be looking at? What makes it more difficult in terms of consuming, types of foods?
What makes it more difficult is a lot of the time families actually ignore what's going on with you, and that brings back that expectation that they're not asking you what you actually need at this time of the year.
Yep.
And they're forcing you to have what you can't have again. And you either don't want to be there or it makes the entire day miserable. You end up with a meal replacement drink as your Christmas lunch, and nobody wants that.
Yeah, no, absolutely they don't. Is it a good idea to talk about this as well? Have conversations with people to let them know how you're feeling, what works best in terms of food consumption, what doesn't work. Is that a good idea, do you think?
Yeah, absolutely it is. Some people don't want to, which is their prerogative, but it is to bring up that subject, particularly at this time of the year, is spot on, and then the whole family and everybody there is prepared, and you don't feel left out, and you feel as though you're actually part of it and can partake to its fullest.
Yeah, totally. And tell me more about the products that you've got on offer. We had you on Ticker, of course, earlier this year. What are you up to? How's the year been as well for you?
It's been really interesting. We've done a lot online, do a lot of lives, a lot of cooking lives. So we have a lot of video on our YouTube channel as well. And we've got our long Christmas special coming out in the next week too. So this will explain a lot of Christmas recipes for people and how they can adapt them and change them to suit their needs.
Yeah, great. So where can we go to learn a bit more?
We have our website, which is chemosnacks.com.au, spelt a little differently with a K.
Okay.
And we also have a YouTube channel as well.
Awesome. And what are your plans for Christmas? Is it a busy one? How are you going to deal with it?
No, staying home for a change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I don't even know what I'm doing, actually. I should make some plans.
Possibly.
Thank you once again for coming in. It's such an important topic, which we don't talk about all that often, but they're great tips. Enjoy your afternoon. We'll talk again soon.
Thanks, Adrian.
Awesome stuff.